You're about to discover St. Louis, the gateway to the West. Early 19th century explorers Lewis and Clark established St. Louis' role as the launching point for westward expansion. The Missouri River they explored starting in St. Louis merges with the Mississippi as its greatest source of water. That expansion came at a cost, chiefly the coming of the Industrial Age and forced relocation of Native Americans. We explore modern St. Louis, including two iconic symbols here, as well as the city's historical role in moving westward. Nearby Alton Locks and National Great Rivers Museum are also explored. What would Mark Twain make of modern St. Louis? Welcome to episode 2 of our Life on the Mississippi vlog series. Please subscribe to our channel and select the bell to receive notifications of our new content. Thank you. National Great Rivers Museum offers multiple educational exhibits about the river, including environmental impact and navigation. In 1837, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built a dike to redirect the Mississippi River, which was oversilting the harbor in St. Louis. The lead engineer, Captain Robert E. Lee, 24 years before he led the Confederacy in the Civil War. Melvin Price Locks and Dams features 2 locks, a main one 1,200 feet long and an auxiliary 600 feet long. The next day, now in St. Louis, we began our day visiting an icon of America, and I don't mean just Budweiser directly. The food was very good, as were the beers, several of them, but the main reason we're here is to see the iconic Clydesdale horses.
So welcome to the Clydesdale paddock. This is where they hang out in the mornings. This was built for about $35,000 back then. Nowadays, that would be about $1 million for a garage. This was the private stables of the Busch family when they lived here on property. So all of the Clydesdales, so they were like these little nice stained glass in front of the water. One part that is not virtual is this shoe. Just a little bit. And Bud Zeros if we are aware that it is hardly even 11 o'clock. You can see all of these brass details, like right here on the martingale. All of he says high on his side. There's white that looks like it spells out high.
Now the best part, up close to a Clydesdale.
Every day, even if they're not coming out to see people, it's kind of a dry maintenance grooming. We'll start that kind of all over their body. You're going to scrub them. We'll talk a little bit, and then we can get up closer. This is Rascal, who we're going to spend a little bit of time with today. Rascal's about 13 years old. He's hanging out here for a little while with us at the brewery, helping us with tours. Kind of the main portion of his career, he was never really one that traveled with one of the pitches. His dreams were elsewhere in Hollywood, so just kind of loose hair, dust standard comes up off of him. Then they'll get vacuumed, and then he'd be ready for harness, and then he'd be ready for a wagon, if that was kind of ever his calling and in his job description. Alrighty, so I'll get him kind of turned around for us. Then we'll be able to come up and say hello. Probably the most important thing to keep in mind is just kind of where his feet are in relation to where our little feet are. So we'll come up, kind of approach him towards the middle of it, reach out to him, of course, pet him, scratch him, kind of up on his shoulder, up on his neck, just about an arm's length off of him. So if he does kind of move around a little bit, we're staying out from under him. And I know it's very tempting. We really don't want to crowd around his face too much. Just on these days, he's going to meet a couple groups of this size. He'd rather kind of come up and scratch his shoulder rather than everyone who comes to see him today like poking around his nose and touching his ears and that sort of thing. So that's all my advice. If you'll think other things to ask us, just holler. But he's ready. We can.
Young man, you want to go first?
Yeah. However y'all want to do pictures, really. Yeah. Perfect. Good job.
Beautiful. Also in modern downtown St. Louis is a vibrant ballpark complex. How high is it to go to the top of the arch?
Don't know.
Ready to go?
Yeah.
Should take about 4 minutes to get up. And was it 630 feet? 630 feet tall and 630 feet wide. It's pretty cool.
Now, again, I would say that when the area in front of you is clear, go ahead and enter, but since there's...
This is a Star Wars space like a space-age bubble car. In the mid-1840s, U.S. President James Polk embraced Manifest Destiny, the belief that expansion westward was the United States' right. Mexican and Native American inhabitants to which the land belonged disagreed. Multiple wars and forced relocation of these people has never been our finest hour. In early 1880 St. Louis, with the advent of railroads and industrialization, Mark Twain noted the city's expansion inland, while its traditional river-based commerce had greatly diminished, stating, "The river edge of it seems dead past resurrection." Today, St. Louis is over 140 years past Twain's observations of its decline. While steamboat life did indeed give way to modernization, the Mississippi and this river town are still here to be enjoyed. We hope you've enjoyed this video. In our next episode, we explore Memphis, Tennessee, and board our riverboat to start our cruise. We have lots of cruise content on our channel, so why not watch another video after this? Be sure to check out our full ship tour as well. Thank you for watching.